Hi there, Amy here, your WiFiLife.com, day 37 of my 90-day video challenge. God, time's flying by. So today was the second day of the Global Masterminds event that I went to, primarily to see Ryan Dice, digital marketer. But there were some other speakers there, and one of them was a guy called Steve Bolton. Now, I'd never heard of Steve, but it turns out, I did a quick Google whilst I was listening. It was a panel Q&A session with all of them. And it turns out Steve is a very successful property/real estate entrepreneur. And during the Q&A, someone asked, if I'm starting from scratch and want to get into real estate, what should I do? And I just thought his advice was brilliant, and also re-emphasise what an amazing business model we're in affiliate marketing or internet marketing. So this guy, he had a product there to sell, as they all do, and has the opportunity to, say, well, you should buy my mentorship and I'll show you how to invest in real estate. But he didn't do that. What he did was say, I'd need to know how much money you've got, what your income is, what your situation is, and as a starting point, go and read the 10 best-selling books on Amazon on property investment or real estate investment. And he said, because if you're a complete beginner and you don't have a strong income stream already, don't get into property investment. And I was really, really excited to hear that. And it just reinforced how, an online business and doing what we do is such a great first step if you want to get into business for yourself, mainly because if you invest, I've bought investment property before, and touch wood, so far it's been fine, but it did tie up a lot of my capital, and there's been a few things that have gone wrong that have cost me money. And I think Chris and Gerard might have referred to this in a video recently. If you make a bad investment or a mistake in property investment, it could cost you thousands, and that's thousands of pounds or dollars or whatever gone, like not recoverable. You could break a law, not keep up to legislation, and very easily find yourself with thousands and thousands of pounds worth of bills or debt. And, it could take you a long time to accumulate that again to get started. However, the scale that is possible with a considerably smaller amount of money, significantly smaller amount of money, to get started online, particularly promoting high ticket products, you could be looking at profits monthly big enough to put down a deposit on a property monthly, and that is very much my goal. So I've told myself, having quit my job, I'm out of the property game for 3 years because I won't have 3 years of accounts to show of being self-employed, so I won't be able to get a mortgage. So the money I've got right now is the money I've got right now. This has to work. And the goal is to be making enough within 3 to 5 years to be using monthly profits to buy a property a month, to grow a property portfolio. That's one of my goals. And it is totally realistic, especially in cheaper areas. Like, for example, in the UK, one of my properties is in the north. It cost me well below the stamp duty threshold. And realistically, the deposit is what some of our top affiliates are making a month with the Six Figure Mentors and Digital Experts Academy. So it is, as much as it's a scary goal, it is so realistic because that is the power of the internet and that is the power of what we have here. And it really doesn't take a lot to get started at all. In my first 12 months, not including what I invested to position, purely my monthly overheads and return, my return on investment was 422% in 12 months. There is no business out there, including property, that's going to give you that. Property is definitely the long game for me, and I think there's lots of entrepreneurs and investors out there who will tell you that's always a staple part of their portfolio. But to get started from nothing or very little, what we're doing is just so powerful. So if you're someone who's always looked at real estate and gone, oh, that's where all the money is, yeah, maybe it's where a lot of money is, but it's certainly not your only option if you've got nothing to start with or very little to start with. Any business takes investment. I don't want to get into trouble saying that there's no cost involved. Any business takes investment, but by comparison, the scale and return on investment available to you on the internet if you just persist long enough to crack it is unreal. So SFM members, stay focused. There's a very successful property entrepreneur out there telling you to start an online business before you start real estate. If that's not an endorsement of what we're doing being profitable and valuable, hi guys, I don't know what is. So focus, persist, there's big rewards on offer. Take care, bye.